What's good, peeps? It's Inel. Hear me out real quick. As a kid, I always wanted an RC car, but I never actually owned one. I used to look through the Argos catalog like it was the toy Bible. There was bare RC cars in there, but I just knew I was never gonna get one. My mum was not gonna entertain them prices. Nah. I knew from young I wasn't getting one. That was just the facts. Fast forward to now, Nintendo has created an RC car in collaboration with Velen Studios, and my childhood dreams of owning one have finally been realized. Now in a new augmented reality form, complete with virtual opponents, power-ups, and nostalgic tunes. Oh my gosh, I am the target audience for this. But is it any good? Let's find out. So what is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit? Well, quite simply, it's a Wi-Fi enabled RC car and video game software in one for the Nintendo Switch and the Switch Lite. The RC car connects to your Switch via local Wi-Fi connection, and you can control the car with your Joy-Cons or the Pro Controller whilst viewing the action on the screen. If you have the OG Switch, then you can do this in handheld mode or TV mode. You know what, surprisingly, it handles very much like any other Mario Kart game. If you've ever played any in the series, then you'll be right at home here. So much so, I almost forgot I was actually controlling an RC car at several points. When all the game overlays and the effects are in full swing, this game is insane and crazy chaotic. And yes, you can power slide in this.
We good. Power slide! Oh, look at that power slide! Power slide, a boost from the power slides as well. Did you see that power slide? Yeah, we power sliding now. Come on. Yeah, you can power slide in this. Yes, you can power slide.
Each Mario Kart entry usually brings some sort of twist to the core gameplay. Double Dash, it was dual races and double items. Mario Kart Wii, it was all about the motion controls. And Home Circuit Live, you make the course yourself by placing 4 gate markers throughout your living space. Quick tip though, be sure to mop up and sweep up in it, because otherwise Mario's going to be driving around all sorts of madness and debris in it, and you do not want that. Good news is, it's very easy to clean the tires if you get a bit of grime on them. Don't worry about it. So how do you actually map out the tracks? Well, Lakitu guides you through building your courses by inking your tires with paint and having you drive around your home space to map out your very own unique Mario Kart tracks. I'm actually impressed with how Nintendo has made this really easy and accessible for anyone to understand and create your own courses. Bear in mind, this is something you're going to be doing regularly every time you turn on the game or you wish to alter the course in any kind of way. The Nintendo Switch does not save any kind of map data to your system, so setup is very much a part of this overall experience. Nintendo also disables screenshots and video sharing for this game, most likely to protect your privacy. I mean, nobody wants the inside their house getting showcased accidentally and that. The last thing you want is your kids sharing videos on social media about what's under daddy's bed, innit? Nobody needs to know that. When viewing your living space from the kart's perspective, you really get a Honey I Shrunk the Kids vibe from that unique viewpoint that is low down to the ground. No doubt if you drive underneath yourself, you might find a couple coins if you're lucky. And also, if you're living with any pets or any young ones, I'm pretty certain you'll have a good time chasing after them with your Mario Kart. Nintendo knows that you're going to really enjoy just driving around your house, as immediately they plonk you down in the Explore mode, and they do this every time you finish a Grand Prix or custom race, just to allow you to explore your living space. But what about the actual racing though? Does this feel like Mario Kart, and more importantly, is it any good? Yes!
We got it. We got it. Move! Oh, quick! Oh, come on, get past him! Out of the way, Bowser Jr. Yo! Oh no! Ah no! On the line! Yeah! Yeah! What? First victory! First victory! Hey! Can I get a GG, please? Can I get a GG? Come on! Come on!
That low down perspective really gives you a sense of speed, even in the lowest 50cc settings. When you glance down at the Mario Kart as it passes by your feet, you think to yourself, it's like, it ain't really going that fast. And then you look at the screen, you look like you're zipping around.
Oh, we are shifting. Hey, that straight. That straight is the one.
Much like any other Mario Kart, you got various Grand Prix Cups that you can compete in. What Nintendo does this time to vary up the track that you've created is that they change the environment and the themes for each stage. Each theme augments the course you created with various virtual obstacles and hurdles for you to deal with. That's in addition to any real-life hazards you may have to contend with in your very own house. For example, Gusty Galaxy has a constant wind blowing as you drive around, pushing your kart to the side as you fight your way around the course.
Let's go! Oh, it's not windy! Jesus! What? Oh, jeez, I can't even drive!
As you can imagine, with a concept like this, much of the fun comes from designing your very own Mario Kart tracks. The good thing is you can utilize any old household objects to become features or hazards for your maps. Me, for example, I just used my old Amazon delivery boxes to create tunnels, paper cups as course barriers, and fairy lights, to give it that little bit of zhuzh. I even used my Android tablet to create a video screen to showcase the action as I drive around. Nintendo does place a few limitations on your creativity though. Firstly, all 4 gates must be used in order to create a track. You can't have point A to B races. However, you only really need to go through the 1st and the 4th gates, so bear that in mind when creating your courses. Elevation is a no-no, sadly, and I'm assuming that is for the AR tracking to work successfully, so no big ramps, no big jumps. I'm afraid you're not going to be driving down the stairs or sliding down anything. Those sort of tracks are out, I'm afraid. Other than that and the Wi-Fi range, you could be as creative as you want when designing your very own tracks. Also, this game supports up to 4-player local. However, every player must have their own home circuit kart and their own Nintendo Switch in order to play. And I know, during these lockdown times, it's doubtful you'll be linking up with your mates for some crazy 4-player sessions, but bear that in mind, that is something you can do in the future. There are 3 different modes: Grand Prix, Time Trial, and Custom Race, the latter allowing you to configure each gate's look and virtual additions, so you can add extra item blocks, boosts, or even thwomps to mash up the players.
What just happened there?
Now, this isn't the first time Nintendo has dabbled in AR technology with their games. Cast your minds back to 2011 when the 3DS launched and Nintendo packaged the original handhelds with AR cards. This allowed you to bring your Mii as well as other Nintendo characters to life in your own living space, taking pictures and playing a number of different games of them. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit definitely feels like an extension to that creative augmented vision that Nintendo seems to be chasing after. I'd love to see PlayStation and Microsoft get back into that ring again. PlayStation used to do augmented stuff with their PlayStation iToy back in the day, and the Xbox Kinect even dabbled in it as well with Double Fine's Kinect Party, which was an absolute joy. If you haven't checked it out, check out that game. But I guess the question is it worth it? No doubt you've probably Googled the price by now and you've seen it's £99 and like, ooh, that's a lot of money, and it is, especially during these times. Is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit worth the money? Well, if you've been pining for a proper sequel to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then sadly, I don't think this is it. It just doesn't have the longevity that a mainline Mario Kart experience would provide you with. There's no online multiplayer, there's no battle mode, and it's crazy expensive, especially if you want to play the multiplayer with up to 4 people. However, if you want to experience something a little bit different and you're a fan of the Mario Kart series and maybe you're in a household with a bunch of people of various ages, then this is a joyous little device. For someone like me, who's always wanted to own an RC car ever since I was a little kid, well, This is a dream come true, and I'm extremely intrigued to see where Nintendo takes this franchise and their AR adventures in the future. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got loads of awesome ideas and videos coming this way, so make sure you click the notification bell so you can be first to be notified. Till next time, peace.